Welcome to the Swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. Today, a Sunshine State showdown in Florida. They believe their level of football is just a cut above, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the UCF Knights, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. The Knights will put toe to leather to crank us up. Out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Florida's offense will get the first possession of the game. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, woo, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball. You play zone, and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. Going to have to be really careful trying to cover that dude.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. It's first down from the 11. They'll run it. It's Johnson. He is smashing people. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gators!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So UCF's offense will have its first possession of the game. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay, it's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality, let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his progression.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Knights are marching down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. If you had a DB on the bingo card for the first sack of the game, you win.
Man, I've been here before, Reese. Like, I can hear the trash talk right now. Like, wait a minute. I got to cover everybody in the back end, and I'm going to get sacks? Like, hey, defensive line, you want to get me some sacks? Or I guess I'll do it myself.
The Knights will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll turn it loose out to the right. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Complete in the middle. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover, you get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive, let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. Pocket starts to collapse. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. What a disappointment. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. 2nd down coming up. To the air. It's Lagway. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And there's not very many offensive plays that are going to be successful. If you can rush 3 guys and still get to the quarterback, that's not a good sign for this offensive line.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Gators will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. First down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game, they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, running back gets to give. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're trying to get to it. And that ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10, and he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, UCF! This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by just 2 to UAB. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Just ran him over. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. To the air, it's Lagway. He's got his man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And here comes the offense on second down. Now the play fake. Finds the tight end. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. And the Gators look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw it again. Skips away from pressure. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. They'd be looking at a 53-yard field goal from here. Instead, they'll try to pick it up on 4th down. They'll try to sneak it.
Man, and you see this at all levels of football. It's the hardest play to stop. I think everybody's yelling in the stands, QB sneak, QB sneak. It doesn't matter. You know it's coming, but it's so difficult with all those guys, all those bodies to try to stop that quarterback.
Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's an explosive play.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Throws to the tight end. Got his man! And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Just steamrolling his way through. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Florida!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last.
He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the offense. Looking downfield, it's Jefferson. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge, the freak. It was a nightmare, so hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
Got a man, it's Harvey. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Knights want to move quickly.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Got a man in the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Using the quick game. Fighting off the defender. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did, and I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
Scanning the field, it's Jefferson. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is snowed under. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Knights line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
At the 45 on his way. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. He'll pull it down. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. With jet sweep pass. And a good solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Gators are in the hurry up. Off play action. Moving away from pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Quickly out to the tight end.
I think the defense just lost track of where the tight end was. He was running his route to the outside. Nobody there. I think the DBs got occupied by some clear-out routes, so the offense will take it and keep the drive alive.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like...
He tries to take the top off. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll try to get it through the air. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Knights will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Looking to move it through the air. Fires on the move. He's got it. All kinds of running room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll immediately call timeout.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock, and the Gators will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Wants to throw, it's Lagway. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense. Spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy here. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The Knights moving quickly to the line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
The Knights are in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. He got it.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. He's right on target.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he's running in the open. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll fire to his right. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And the Gators have it with a first and goal. Back to the air one more time. He caught it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. Back to pass, it's Glagway. He makes the grab. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. Absolute shank. Missed it. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Pulls it, fired complete. Gets away from one, finds room. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Knights will hustle to the line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Gators sending the offense back to work. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Got rid of it just in time. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. The Gators will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Jefferson. Working that left side now. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Knights decide to punt it away. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. The Knights will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They really got things moving on this drive. 2nd play of the drive comes from the 37. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Makes the grab. It's Wilson. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida! They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. He has spent a lot of time in that end zone and an absolute assault on the scoreboard.
No doubt about it. And guess what? I get to make a lot of highlights. I can copy and paste all of these touchdowns, show everybody the game I had. And the defense, well, you're just going to have to shake your head because you've been getting dominated.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Ball State is currently ahead in this one, but let's remember, this program has just one bowl win all time, so nothing is a given in Muncie. They're up by 5 over Western Michigan. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Makes his connection.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point in the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
The Knights want to pick up the tempo. On third down, going up top. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. But this is just the type of field position this offense wants. To the air, it's Lagway. Finds his target down the middle. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Gators line it up with a 1st and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of the spot.
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Inside the 40. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, UCF! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
He's not quite going to get there, and the try for two fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is
nothing but green ahead. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. After picking up this first down on the ground, let's see what they do.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. At the 35, he's open. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Gators look to do some damage in the red zone. They'll try the run. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a two-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea.
Touch pass on the run. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build, that confidence. You know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success.